Hi, I'm Simon. I hope you had fun doing our first online showroom quiz last night. Hope there was no cheating. So, if you've got all your answers ready, I'm going to go through tonight's answers.
Question 1, I ask you, how many children are there in the Von Trapp family in the film The Sound of Music? The answer was 7 children. Question 2, who sang Bright Eyes for the film Watership Down? The answer after was Art Garfunkel. Question 3, Bert Lahr, Jack Haley and Ray Bolger are best known for whom? They played the Tin Man, the Scarecrow and the Lion from the film The Wizard of Oz. Question 4 was our picture round. The first one, the film you after was Independence Day. Question 5, I asked you, what year was the classic The Bridge Over the River Kwai released? It was released back in 1957. Question 6, can you name the first Carry On film which was released back in 1958? The film you after was Carry On Sergeant. Question 7, which 2 films did Jack Nicholson star alongside Michelle Pfeiffer? The 2 answers you're after were The Witches of Eastwick and Wolf. Question 8 was another picture, and the answer you're after was The King and I. Question 9, which landmark film was released in the UK on the 23rd of January 1998? That film was Titanic. Question 10, who played the President of the United States in the 2013 film White House Down? The actor was Jamie Foxx. Question 11, who directed the film Romance in the Storm back in 1984? The director was Robert Zemeckis. Our next question, number 12, was a picture, and the picture was from the film Bend It Like Beckham. On to 13. In the Alien franchise, what is Ripley's first name? Her name is Ellen. Question 14. Listen to them, Children of the Night. What music they make was said by which actor? The actor who said those famous words were Bela Lugosi. Question 15. What was the name of Bill Sikes' dog in the musical Oliver? The answer was Bullseye. Question 16 was another picture, and the film you're after was Father of the Bride. Question 17. Who is missing from the 4 leads in the film Deliverance? I gave you Ned Beatty, Burt Reynolds and John Voight. The missing actor you're after was Ronnie Cox. Question 18. In the John Carpenter classic Escape from New York, what year is the future set in? The answer was 1997. Question 19. Life is Like a Box of Chocolates was number 40. E.T. Phone Home was at number 15. I'm Going to Make Him an Offer He Can't Refuse was at number 2. But what has been voted the greatest film quote by the American Film Institute? And it's from Gone with the Wind, and it is Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Question 20, and the picture was from the film The Fisher King. Question 21, who provided the voice for Esmeralda in the Disney's version of The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Answer you after was Demi Moore. On to 22. I asked you, how many years were there between the Michael Caine and Mark Wahlberg versions of the film The Italian Job? And there was 34 years. 23. Who won an Oscar for their role in the 2002 film Chicago? Answer after was Catherine Zeta-Jones. 24. There's another picture. Can you give me the title of the film? And the answer was Lilo and Stitch. On to 25. How many times has Judi Dench played M in the James Bond films? She's played M 7 times. Question 26. How many times does the dude say the word man in the film The Big Lebowski? Was it 147 times, 185 times, or 210 times? The answer you're after was 147 times. Question 27. In which year did Val Kilmer play Jim Morrison? He played him back in 1991. Question 28 was a picture round. The answer was Foxcatcher. On to 29. What is still the biggest selling soundtrack of all time? Film you are after is The Bodyguard. Question 30. Who directed the remake of Dawn of the Dead back in 2004? The answer was Jack Snyder. On to 31. I asked you, in which film did River Phoenix play Harrison Ford's son? He played his son in the film The Mosquito Coast. 32 was another picture, and the answer after was An American Werewolf in London. 33. Which film star has hosted the Oscars the most times? The answer 33 was Bob Hope. 34. What was Sergio Leone's final film in 1984? The answer was Once Upon a Time in America. 35. The fictional town of Big Whisker appears in which film? The film you after was Unforgiven. 36 was another picture, and the film you after was Young Frankenstein. 37. Who played Jim Cunningham in the 2001 film Donnie Darko? The actor you're after was Patrick Swayze. 38. How many eggs did Paul Newman eat in the famous egg scene in Cool Hand Luke? He had to eat 50 eggs. 39. The question was, I love this town is the last line from which film? And the answer you after was Ghostbusters. And the last question in this section, and the last picture was, name the film, and the answer to 40 was The Devil Wears Prada. On to our next round, and it was the last lines round. So the last line, number 1. Bond, I need you back. I never left. Was from the film The Quantum of Solace. Last line, number 2. It was, well, I know what I've got here. Come on, I'll buy you a drink. You know, a drink. And that's from the film Raiders of the Lost Ark. Last line, number 3. How do I look? You look ready. It's from the film Kill Bill Volume 2. And last line, number 4. I built a house made of rocks. Was heard in the film Inception. Last line, number 5. Well then, kiss me before you wake up. And that's from the Arnie classic Total Recall. Last line, number 6. You met me at a very strange time of my life. That's from the film Fight Club. On to number 7, and the last line was the horror. It's from the famous Apocalypse Now. Number 8. You have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sure. But don't worry, you will someday. That was said in the film American Beauty. And number 9, tagline was, the last line, it was perfect. That's from the film Black Swan. And then to the last one tonight, I used to hate water. I can't imagine why. That's from the film Jaws. So our last round tonight, and it was the famous taglines round. I gave you 10 famous taglines from 10 classic films, and I just needed to know what film it was from. So the first tagline was 5 good reasons to stay single. The answer to that one was 4 weddings and a funeral. Tagline 2 was charming, lovable, and wanted for the crime of the century. That was from the film Buster. Tagline number 3. From zero to hero. The answer was Mask. On to tagline number 4. She makes dinner, she does windows, she reads bedtime stories. She's a blessing in disguise. That was from the film Mrs. Doubtfire. On to tagline number 5. Tradition prepared her, change will define her. That was from the film The Queen. Tagline number 6. And it was a tale of murder, lust, greed, revenge and seafood. The film you're after was A Fish Called Wanda. Tagline number 7. This is Benjamin. He's a little worried about his future. That one's from The Graduate. And number 8. Sam Borden has always provided for his family's future, but the past is coming back to haunt him. That was a tagline from the film Cape Fear. And number 9, the tagline was help is only 140 million miles away. That's from the film The Martian. And tagline number 10, she walked off the street into his life and stole his heart. And that's from the film Pretty Woman.
So that's it for the Showroom's first online quiz. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share your scores and results on our social media using the hashtag Showroom Film Quiz. If you have enjoyed it, please let us know on our Facebook, Twitter, anything like that. We can't wait to reopen, and we'll all see you all soon. If you do want to make any small donations, every little helps, and you can do that on our Showroom website. Thanks for joining in. I will see you all soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.